What is the true cause of back pain? This is what I want to talk about today because a lot of people, plenty of people actually struggle with back pain, and they sometimes even go to, they go to a doctor, or they try physiotherapy, they try chiropractors, and it might help temporarily, but the problem is that the back pain is always coming back. And you might not even have like a very messed up back. Like, people also experience that a lot, that they're like, that the doctors are saying, there's not really a big issue. There's no slip disc. We don't see anything structural going on. And then you're in the land of like mystery back pain. And I'm also going to talk about what could happen when you have a slip disc or when you have something like this, and if it would be also getting worse with the root cause that I'm going to talk about today. But it's interesting. When it comes to back pain, there are people, especially lower back pain, okay? When it comes to that, there are people that have the most messed up backs. Like, they have like everything wrong that could be wrong with their backs in terms of the vertebrae, and they have slip disc and whatsoever, and they don't have any back pain. Okay? They don't have any back pain, and they're fine, and they don't have any issues. And then there are people that have messed up backs, and they have a hell of a back pain. And then there are people that don't even have like very messed up backs. You might also sit a lot in your every day, and you might not have the best, structure of your back, and it might not look good on X-rays and stuff like this, but you have crazy back pain. So there are like so many differences that people have in terms of back pain. But what people don't realize, what is causing back pain, when there's, some people, they have that crazy inflammation, and some people they don't. Some people have that crazy pain when they have back pain, and some people don't, even though they have messed up backs. So what is really going on when you have lower back pain? There's inflammation, okay? Sciatica is also inflammation that's from a virus, and it's not only It's a specific virus. And it's a very well-known virus, actually, because everybody knows shingles for skin issues. But not a lot of people know that shingles actually causes lower back pain. Because there are varieties of shingles, there are over 30 varieties of shingles, and more than 15 of them are non-rashing varieties. And that can cause lower back pain. So there's basically a virus in your body that causes lower back pain. That's causing the inflammation. Shingles is not only something that is causing rashes. Shingles causes inflammation, especially in your lower back. It's also causing sciatica, it's also causing restless leg syndrome, teeth grinding, migraines. Shingles is terrible. Shingles also causes colitis. Shingles is causing the worst pain you can ever imagine. It's causing maddening itch. If you're somebody with that symptom, this is crazy, because it's an itch that you can't scratch because you don't have anything to scratch because there's no skin issue. But you still scratch because you're itchy underneath your skin. That's also shingles. Burning pain. If you have burning pain anywhere in the body, it's also shingles. Neuropathy, shingles. It's a virus that is not only causing rashes, it's causing internal inflammation, internal pain. Lichen sclerosis is also shingles, which is an example where the dermatoxins of the shingles actually cause a rash, or like that skin issue. But, having shingles can cause intense back pain. And as long as you don't figure out, and as long as you don't get rid of the virus, you will still have the back pain. That's just unfortunately how it works. Well, actually, it's good that it works like this, because that's actually a great solution, because it's a natural solution. I have dentist from the Netherlands in my training, and she has severe back pain and she sits a lot every day. You can imagine dentists always like this with their hands, always working. And I can show you the screenshot from my training community where she says that the back pain is so much better. Like, we got her down from like an 8 out of 10 to like a 2 out of 10 just with the diet and supplements alone. And I just say just because most people don't understand how powerful it can be. I know how powerful it is because it works. Like, I've been doing that for years now. Like, I know that this stuff works, but people just don't realize how like crucial and how much big of an impact the right diet can have. Like, there's nothing fancy out there that you need to do in order to lower back pain. Okay, you don't need to go to cold plunging. You don't need to do red light therapy. You can do red light therapy. I don't recommend cold plunging because it's terrible for your adrenals. I recommend cold packs. Cold packs are amazing for back pain. They can really lower the inflammation, but I don't recommend cold plunges. That's a different story. It's a different thing to do. And I would fight off the virus. You need that. You need the antiviral support because otherwise the back pain will persist. And you know, viruses can even cause that a disc is slipping. That's the crazy thing. If you have a slipped disc, viruses inflame nerves, okay? Think about that. Viruses inflame nerves, and inflamed nerves and nerves innervene muscles, okay? So if you have a tight inflamed nerves, you can also get tight inflamed muscles. Do you have like, people with shingles also have frozen shoulders caused by shingles as well, and neck stiffness, neck pain. These kind of things are also caused by shingles. And the reason for that is when the nerves are inflamed and they contract. And nerves intervene muscles. So nerves contract, and muscles are also attached to bones. So if you have contract nerves, you have contract muscles, and then it can even take bones out of alignment. You know, when you have to go to your chiropractor all the time to adjust you, that might be because of shingles. It can even cause a slipped disc. If there was nothing ever that happened, if you never like did heavy weightlifting and you did it wrong and you did these kind of things and you had like that one situation where you lifted something and then you had an issue with your back, it's an obvious injury. But then you can still have shingles that is causing your back pain because viruses also like to attach themselves to injuries that you used to have on your body, okay? It's the same story with, I used to be a professional soccer player in Germany. The amount of colleagues that I had that had ACL ruptures or a torn ACL, it just happens in soccer very often, okay? And then there are some soccer players that don't have any issues with their knee anymore after their ACL surgery, and they go to, after 6 months, they're after 6 months, they're just, what's that? I'm filming. YouTube. YouTube. Have a good one. Oh, what's the question? What was that? Oh, I don't hear you. Sorry. What's that?
He was asking was you live. I told him you vlog.
Oh, why I laugh? No, I was just.
You vlogging, right?
Yeah, no, I do videos for my content, health coaching. Yeah, exactly, kind of. Yeah.
All right, man. Keep it up, man.
Thank you, man. Talk soon. All right. You know, people are nice in the US. That's what I love here about Florida as well. People are just cool. They're open-minded. The guys were supportive, so it's cool. And talking about the injury in the knees. So if you have injuries in your knees, or if you had like that, if you had a torn ACL, there are some soccer players that don't have any inflammation in their body, and they play for the rest of their life with their knee and there's no issue. And then there are other players that I had in my team, oh my God, they had the worst inflammation. The worst inflammation. They could not make it without painkillers. I have to think about one of them. Such a good guy. Couldn't play without painkillers. Always was on like the cold packs before training, after training. Man, that poor guy, he was like such a good soccer player, but he had the worst knee pain after his surgeries. And the difference between somebody with a lot of knee pain or with knee pain after surgeries is because viruses attach themselves to these injuries and cause inflammation. You have like little hairs, little root hairs, little nerve root hairs on injured spots that are fraying, and there the viruses likes to attach themselves there and causes inflammation. In terms of knee pain, that's more Epstein-Barr virus. If you have pain with your back, lower back, and all the other symptoms that I mentioned earlier, shoulder pain, neck pain, stiffness, tightness, these kind of things, that's more shingles. And the diet and the supplements and herbs specifically really help the most with that. That's really what can help to get down the inflammation. And if you need help with that, if you want to help with that, if you have lower back pain, maybe you have some other health issues going on as well, maybe you're very busy or professional business owner, have your own career, you sit a lot on your desk, you can really do something about it just by the way the things you put in your mouth every day. And if you need help with that, all that you need to do right now is you go to the link in the description, is www.theobergmann.com, and there you can book your free discovery call. And we will call you at the exact time you booked, and for 20 to 30 minutes, figuring out if and how it can help you. And if so, we would move on to a strategy call, which is like a 60 to 90 minute consultation with me personally, where I would show you exactly on what you need to do, how we can achieve your health goals, diet, supplements, herbs, lifestyle changes, avoiding toxic exposure as well, to help you to get relief from your lower back pain. And I would highly recommend you doing that because it is possible by doing that. It's definitely possible. And click the link in the description and book your call. And we're gonna talk very soon, hopefully. You and me as well. I would love to help you out and see you soon. And need to go inside right now. It's getting hot in Florida. Bye-bye, guys.